Good morning, SA12, and today is Monday. We are going to start this week off, after my video today, this one, with one of my favorite movies of all time, okay? The reason we're starting off with that, because there's a scene in the very beginning of the movie that, now this movie is 80 years old. Okay, this is a very old movie. Now, it's not a real event happening in the beginning of this movie. All right, I'll tell you. The name of the movie is Wizard of Oz, okay? In the beginning of the movie, Dorothy, the main character, is living on a farm, and the tornado, she lives in Kansas, in a place called Tornado Alley, okay? And in Tornado Alley, this place in the United States of America that, you know, scientists see lots of tornadoes happening. They don't really happen a lot in New York. They're just not here. They're in places like Kansas and Texas and all these other places in the Tornado Alley, which we'll talk about later on in the week. Now, this scene shows what it would be like, or what they feel like it would be. It's just, movies are make-believe. But they show you what it really feels like, or what they think it would feel like to be in a tornado. And then they get a little bit carried away because they pick up Dorothy's house and the house gets in the tornado, and that's a little bit out of control. Now, houses can get moved from these powerful, powerful storms called tornadoes. They can get destroyed. They can get pushed away. They can get so many different things happening to them. So, as far as destruction and things that they can damage. But in this, it's kind of interesting because it shows her in her bedroom and she's looking out her window and the house is spinning, pretending, and really interesting. But there are some really important parts of that where you see the tornado. Okay, now there is a wicked witch in the Wizard of Oz, and I had put on the other slide before this that, you know, if you get scared very easily and you hear a witch laughing and you don't like that kind of thing, that's okay. I put another video on there which just has the tornado scene specifically. It's a little bit shorter, maybe 2 minutes or so, from the same movie. Okay, so pick which one you like. You don't feel obligated to watch both, but the National Geographic video this week is going to be probably one of the best depictions of a real tornado. The one I'm showing you today is from a movie. It's one of my favorite movies as a kid, and it pretends that a tornado is, you know, in her property, in her house, and the house gets caught in the tornado and it picks it up. That's what tornadoes do. They pick things up. Lawnmower, bicycle. There was even a farmer once who said that the tornado picked his cow up. Well, it's definitely powerful enough to do that. A tornado picking up a cow? You know how big a cow is? I can't even lift one of his legs. Anyhow, but we're going to be talking about this all week, and tornadoes, we're going to be looking for certain information in the text. Let's take a look at that title page, shall we? Tornado! Yes, and the essential question, or the question we're going to keep all the way in the back of our heads, and what we're going to think about while we're reading this story is, how do tornadoes form? How do they happen? What needs to happen first? And then, how does it affect people and our lives? What happens to people when a tornado comes to their home? How does that affect us? Is that a very normal thing? Well, it kind of is. Is it a good or a bad thing? Well, it's kind of a bad thing, all right? But no one knows when they're going to happen and how to predict these. So what they can do is they can give you a warning, and it's like a long siren, and it goes off for a while, and people can hear it for miles and miles all the way around, and they know that when they hear that, go home, get away from the windows, and get to the lowest part of your home. All right, because if you have a basement or something and you can go down that low, even if your house gets blown away, you'll be in the basement, you'll be fine. But it is a very dangerous type of weather that can cause lots of damage. You want to prevent that damage. Lots of warnings. And let's take a look. So tornadoes is a dark, something that moves down from the clouds, okay? Now it spins all across the land. It could be very loud, okay? So what is a way to describe a tornado? Well, good. Yeah, it spins, and it's in the clouds. A cloud comes down to the ground. Okay, so we can call it a spinning cloud, okay? Spinning cloud. And it almost looks like a funnel. A funnel is a thing that goes down to something smaller, and if you have to pour something in a little hole, you have a funnel, okay? Maybe I'll show you a funnel in the next video. But it spins super, super fast, okay? Round and around. The spinning air pulls things, what do you think? Up or down? It pulls them up. Bicycle, lawnmower, wheelbarrow, I don't know, but it's grabbing anything that gets in its way, a house, and lifting it up in the air. Now, that's why, if you imagine taking an object or a home or a bicycle and lifting it up in the air and then it comes crashing down, what happens? Well, it can destroy, right? Or ruin a home, completely ruin it. Once that funnel cloud touches the ground, it becomes a tornado, and it's very, very dangerous, okay? But we're talking a lot about how the tornado forms, and a lot of times this stuff happens as a thunderstorm. Now, I'm going to put a video of some lightning that I saw. I was looking out of a window by my porch in the front of my home, and there's a big roof that comes down, and I took the video very quick. I just cracked the window, took it, and then it said, and I just waited a couple seconds, and then all of a sudden, psh, and you hear Amelia go, ah! Because it's a little spooky seeing that lightning, but it's amazing to watch. I'd much rather be looking somewhere near a window looking out, and rather than like watching TV or something, because that's really, thunderstorms can be really exciting to watch. But thunderstorms are these really strong rainstorms, and when there's lots of thunderstorms and lightning and high winds, winds blowing everywhere, really, really strong winds, those winds can spin to the ground. And then what do you think happens? Well, you guessed it. Yes, a tornado forms. All right, definitely check out the lightning video that I sent. It's very short. It's only about 10 seconds. I will see you guys tomorrow. Adios.